we had our first men's qualifier, well, I guess advancement matchup for the King of the Ring tournament. And as you can see, it was Sami Zayn, it was Dirty Dominik Mysterio, it was Bron Breakker, and Penta. So quite the odd combination of four.
Yeah, that was an odd combination because I was not expecting Bron Breakker in there. Because I thought he was with Seth Rollins, but that makes sense for Seth not fighting because his posse was fighting.
True. Well, Bron Breakker, and I don't think Seth or Bronson Reed came out to the sidelines. Paul Heyman was with him.
He was.
Kind of surprising maybe since it was like a fatal four-way match. But nevertheless, you know, Bron Breakker's character and Bronson Reed's character aren't around right now to be championship holders or anything. No. They're muscle for hire for Seth freaking Rollins. And and then Dirty Dom and Penta did their thing in this matchup. They were high flying and jumping all over the place and doing the stunts. And Sami Zayn was being the brute, scrappy fighter that he is. And well, it paid off for him, Nika.
I know.
He advances. He is now moving on in the King of the Ring tournament, and we had Karrion Kross again confront him backstage, kind of pointing at him right here. I screen grabbed this to show, you know, he was saying like, see, Sammy, I told you have to be a little bit bad in this business to move on. And he was complimenting him for his victory.
Yeah, and this is a great victory for Sammy. He has been shown so long with the Seth crew and
taking some beatings. Yeah. And so it was nice to see him get a W here.
Exactly.
And yeah, he rolled up Dirty Dom for the pin.
He rolled him up and smoked him up.
Well, I don't know about that last part, but sure.
But do you think those two gonna team up somehow or join some kind of a tag team maybe?
Yeah, I don't know what's in store with Karrion Kross. We don't know a lot about his character. I remember seeing him for the first time last week on Raw after the matchup, the tag matchup with Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed and him and Jey Uso.
Right, but he wasn't really fighting. He was more in the locker room.
We were kind of watching the Peacock events, and then we kind of started watching Raw over the last month or so to stay more actively involved. And so we don't know a lot of the whole backstory here, I think, since he started popping up. So yeah, definitely feel free to fill us in on that. But in the meantime, it does make me wonder where this particular storyline is building to. Like, are they going to feud or are they going to team up? Because Sammy last week was annoyed with him, and this week he was like a little less annoyed with him, I guess. But who wouldn't be after winning a King of the Ring qualifier match? So advancing on is Sami Zayn. And as you can take a look at the rest of the bracket here really quick, Nika, we do have Randy Orton, LA Knight, Aleister Black, and Carmelo Hayes getting it on. So they're all a little bit different and unique style wrestlers. That's going to be a SmackDown tournament. Or qualifier, I should say. And then we have the bottom bracket in the right corner is creating quite a bit of intrigue and mystery. We'll talk about that in 1 second. But in the upper right corner, we have Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Andrade, and Nakamura. So another kind of ragtag group of different styles and types of wrestlers. And I guess that's the whole point of this, right? Is to give us a little bit of a different, unique flavor and feeling for a second. And then back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Different combinations.
So, yeah, I guess the obvious choices for the top right bracket would be Damian Priest or Cody Rhodes based on, like, previous experience and fame and championship worthiness.